Trying to put up the black signal, but
Mr. Diddy.
drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. I just proved to myself I could do the song without the music. Just give me some time. Since the music gonna just cut off on me. I'm telling you, mythical animals are starting to become a pain in the ass. Alright, let's go and send out the black signal to let the family know that we here. Good grief. I'll start the song in a second. But family, here we go. Here we go. I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty. This is the place where your hustle builds muscle. I want to welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Alright, girl, I seen you. This is Hardware Some Production, and this is the Daily Toast. Where we strive. Hold on, before I say that. I have to keep my obligations and send a message out to all those family members out there. Send up the black signal to let them know that we here. So let's do that. Because, it is kind of late. I know sometimes people be waking up like, damn, did we miss the show? No, you ain't missed the show. I missed the show. Told you I was tired last night. I was trying to go to bed. The Shaka called, and I was like, oh, man, I got to go to sleep. I'm tired. And, so I had a real good sleep. Real good show. We got into parenting. We also got to talk about skin in the game. And we got a few things we can talk about this morning. Hold on. We are on Daily Toast, DT. Nia, great Nia to all of you. 3, 2, 9, 1, 9, 3. Yup, that's it. So, we are getting ready for the mall. We got some small preparations to do today. Now y'all saw the Gye-Nyame shirts. That Gye-Nyame is our specific Gye-Nyame, right, for our tribe. So, those will be available. Some Daily Toaster shirts will be available. I'm going to see if that ambrosia will be available, because it's kind of young, man. It's kind of young, and it's acting up. So let me send out this Daily Toast. Join us for the Daily Toast. Should I send them to the Spreaker or should I send them to the YouTube? Let's send them to the Spreaker this morning. I'm trying to build up either the Spreaker or the YouTube. Actually, I prefer to build up the Spreaker, but I know some people like the TV experience. But with the podcast, when you start listening in on the podcast, you can speed it up. You can, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can really the podcast is designed to accommodate you. So you can make it go faster so that you can listen to more than one. You can catch up with a lot, because we've been on Spreaker since the beginning. Before the YouTube and all that stuff was popping off, we was doing the podcast. I like to be ahead of the curve. So we're gonna send that out. We're gonna send it out to Dang, it's so early that all my databases are empty. That's a shame. Come on. Come on. Alright, so here we go, family. Due to internet connectivity concerns, your campaign was not launched. In order to launch your campaign, please what kind of shit is that? I mean, you telling me all that? Nobody want to hear that early in the morning from a service you pay for. Like, you don't want to be hearing that shit. Yeah, man. Trying to do this, like I said, skin in the game. Skin in the game. That's why, like I said, I don't be rational with a lot of this shit. We don't do it. All right, so family, here we go. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. I'm gonna ask you a question, man. Give me a second. Now grab your glass with that water. Get a bottle of that water. Twist that cap off that water. If you pour your water. Drink. Or should I say, let's pour in. Let this one sit for a minute. Now move your body and drink some water. Come on. Move your body and drink some water. Lift your arms. Move your body and drink some water. Go side to side. Back and move your body. Rest your body. Drink. I meant spine. But then move. Then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Family, raise your glass. Drink. Look me say, raise, toast, dance. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. But keep the health, y'all. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Coach me appropriately, though, right? Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink it out with me, fam. some days we on. So Brother Kwame asks what color are the Gye-Nyames. Brother, they all are on black shirts. We have the red Gye-Nyame, we have the black Gye-Nyame, and we have the green Gye-Nyame. And Brother Royalty, also known as Deshar, also known as Baby Bubba, chose yellow. I asked for pink. Not for me, but Miss Gina requested pink. And just, I'm just saying. So he said, you said you wanted the flag. I said, our flag is red, black, and green. You like to throw that yellow up in there. I don't throw the yellow up in there. I mean, some of y'all do. I don't throw the yellow up in there. Red, black, and green. With the key. Sissy. Right? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. All right, so we have the water in the copper cup. And also to join us for the toast today, we have our first sample from the latest batch of that ambrosia. Yes, family, I'm trying to get it ready, but like I said, I will serve no ambrosia before time. Now, I was going to bottle some of the small bottles, but this one is so young that I'm going to sample this, and I'm going to leave some in this bottle, and I will get my results by the time I get home, as far as whether or not I'm going to have some like $3.50 bottles, or I just might have to do all gallons, because the gallons are a little bit more stable. The small bottles, if I don't let it breathe enough, hell, it's rough on the big bottles. But those small ones, that's like allowing you to walk out there with a rocket. All right, so let me go and drink this water real quick. So last night we had a real good show. We got to discuss at least one of the proverbs. I also brought up some information about some of the other readings that I'm doing right now, particularly Skin in the Game and being a stubborn minority type situation. I thought was kind of helpful, So we're about to get this toast up and popping. Let's see what's going on with this chat. Wonder what's up with my thing and it's streaming, because I know that means that everything is slow. It means everything is slow when it streams with high intervals. So I'm sorry it's moving slow on y'all. Alright. So, pretty good. Alright, so let's do this. Let's see how it pours. We'll see how. Ooh-wee. I smell you, girl. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. You pouring like you civilized. We're going to try a little bit in the copper cup. We're going to let that sit for a second. Let some of those copper properties get up in there, right? Alright. Let's see. Alright, first giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call the Creator. We lift up our glass and we Toast the Creator. Good morning to you as well, Miss Nabita. So, we lift up the glass and we say, Ashe. Right? From their family, we move to our list of our illustrious ancestors. Let's go and get it popping off. Salute. I'm sorry, my mic is rolling all around. I'm going to have to arrange it so that we don't have to. I got to get some type of stand that I could put the mic on. Where y'all don't have to be forced to move around. There we go. All right, I got it on the cup. All right, so now we move to our list of ancestors. We start reading Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Texan, Davidson Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gaston, Lena, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamal Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Monty Cupid, Manel, No More Expect, Ron Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamayo, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Ines Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Right there, Gail Pullian, the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Ree Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kell Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trey, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Ritterman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker C., Sir Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Tris Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Trio Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Johns Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Sullivan Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kempty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Lester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Richard Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didimon Aries, Gina Rube Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, Depretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scoundleberry, Wilson Headley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Pritt Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Jana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, May Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Simpson, Ball Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Harper, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Edgar Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Patch, Kimball, Vernon, Bradley, Kim, Janie, Harry Tubman, Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Hatch Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Colford, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford, Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eve's Boy, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erleton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Rome Alls here in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beer, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Don Herbin, Arun Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan Phyllis, Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ryan McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez. It's Louis Fernandez, my fault. Or is it Lois? Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarin Cooper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, and on to the new list, Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara, Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denise Gore, Nathan Hassan Turner, Khaled Isen Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, and Sharifa. All right. I wonder how many names we read per day. How many ancestors we toasted per day. Maybe we ought to have a contest to see who could guess how many we are doing today. So we lift up our glass to our ancestors, our family. Now we move to the present moment. We are on Nia. We lift up our glass. We ask everybody in Gye-Nyame, everybody that's checking us out, because, we see that more and more people are checking it out just a little bit every day. Family, activate your reticular formation. Seek out Nia, right? We hunting down Nia. Track it down. Take a picture of it. Post it up, right? Nia is purpose, for those that don't speak the language. Demonic principle is balance. The color is yellow. I could have found the yellow shirt, just was tired. Rhythm is the Hermetic law today. Male name today is Kofi. Female, Afua. We lift up our glass. We salute this moment. Y'all know the moment's all we got. So we got to make it pop, right? Lift it up and we say Ashe family. We salute our children's children on to infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, you know what we do. We move to all of our relations. We toast and we say Ashe family. This is that toast for how many pages of ancestors? We got two big pages. 8.5 by 11. 2 of those. And we got some more that's coming out of a book. So we look up, we toast the selfish libation. You know, get something for yourself, what you need right now, family, right? And last but not least, I toast the most beautiful, powerful, uplifting, inspiring individual in the room. You know who that is. Yep, don't be shy. It's all about you. We lift it up and we say Ashe. Hold on. Ashe. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Where you at? Ashe. 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 Alright. So let's go on sample and I'm up. Alright. Flowery smell. Alright, still young, hold on. Seems like you're ready. Oh my God. Alright, hold on. Still very young. Still very young. Now the problem with bottling this up, right, is that the process is still going on. I will know tomorrow morning. We will find out tomorrow morning because I'm about to get up early, and but I'm sure I'm only gonna do gallons. It's good. Let's see if the copper cup can make that ambrosia taste better. Damn, we got a little. I estimate somewhere about 850 to 900 ancestors that we read. You think so? We got a big ass tribe. You know what I'm saying? So they, hey. God damn. Copper cup is cold. We'll see. We'll see. I might be able to bring them out tonight. I mean, to bring out some tomorrow. Early in the morning, because we will be up there. Those that will be vending, you'll be able to set up nice about 11 o'clock. But, all right, family, I'm out. Y'all have a great, marvelous, beautiful day. Peace. I know. I was thinking about that. That's a tedious task.